Right, Cosworth Chronicles Part 2. After fixing the rear wiper last week, which was good, I decided to have a go at the fog light this week. It's not been working for time and thought, you know, it could be an easy fix. Touch wood, I've managed to do it, but it was a bit of a pain in the arse. I've had to remove the whole front bumper just to get to the back of the fog light. Obviously there's no ramp in here or nothing, so I've had to use a jack. Took the bolts out, cleaned up the back of the light a bit, changed the bulb for an old one I had. I think it was out of a fog light on an old XR2, pretty much the same bulbs. I wouldn't like to say how old they are, but anyway, it works, so that's the main thing. I mean, I could have done a video on it, but I think you've all seen a bulb being changed before. Well, I was pleased with that. Made taking the bumper off worthwhile anyway. So what we've got planned now is find a parasitic drawer. Bit of a pain in the arse on old Fords, I know, but you can live with it. You just disconnect the battery and then when you want to use it, connect it again. But after about 3 days or so, the battery is real flat as a witch's tit in fact. So I think I'll have a look at it. There's a couple of ways I've seen to do this on YouTube. The one I've gone for is well, as follows. You can either disconnect the live or the neutral terminal, but I'm going to go with the neutral terminal this time. Basically because when I connect my multimeter to it, if I earth out the live on, or ground it should I say, on the shell anywhere, I'm going to blow up my multimeter for a start. Probably run into a few more problems. So far I've removed this pin and put it in there into the 10 amps, took it out the milliamps. We will be turning our multimeter to 10 amps. I'll be disconnecting the negative terminal and basically just putting the multimeter into it. I'll put a clamp on there and another one on the terminal, the black terminal, which is there. And then I'm going to start pulling fuses out. Well, I know there's a drawer, so we're going to find something. But first we'll find out what we've got on the multimeter, see what the drawer actually is. Right, put the multimeter back in, clamped it there, and clamp the air with the other prong coming out of it. Like I say, I'm in milliamps on 10 amps and I've got a 0.31. I presume that's pretty high, so I'm going to start pulling out the fuses now, out the fuse board, to see if we can get that to drop. I'll probably move it into the windscreen, this meter, so I can actually see the screen. But if you're thinking of doing this yourself, before you open the door you need to disconnect this, or else you might send some more current through it and cause a bit of damage there. I've blocked mine off there. Where you open the door, there's a little prong that tells you whether the door's open or not. I've jammed it shut basically, but the door's still open, so I'll start by pulling fuses out, see where we go. Right, multimeter set up there, as you can see it's still on 0.30. Fuse board on an Escort Cosworth is down here under the driver's footwell. So basically I'm just going to use a pair of long nose pliers, pull out each fuse until I see something happen, I guess, and take it from there. So wish me luck. Right, I think I found the culprit. There's an engine management warning light. It's a 3 amp fuse. If I pull it, it's gone from 32 down to 17. I think I've opened up a can of worms here though as well, because I don't know if it should be 17 or 0. So I pulled out the rest of the fuses one by one. No change whatsoever. So I was a bit stumped. It could be that it's something to do with the alarm and immobiliser. I don't know how it's wired in, but it could be on its own fuse and nothing to do with any of these, so it could be that. Also I've got quad headlamps fitted as well, and the wiring looks to be a little bit hodgepodge. All the plugs are connected and that, but I've undone one, the passenger side headlight, and it's dropped again down to 12. So I don't know, instead of keep digging and digging, I think I should try and sort these two problems out first. The wiring light, the warning light, sorry, I mean it could be something to do with the bulb behind the clocks or a bad earth, I'm not too sure. I'm going to have to get a wiring diagram out and have a look at that. But what I can have a look at is the headlight and see what's going on around there, see if there's anything I can do just to get, obviously you need your headlights, so I'll have a look at that next. You see I'm down 17, so I'm going to pull the plug off passenger headlight, and it's dropped down to 12, so I don't know, it's got to be a problem that, so I'm going to have a look at the headlight now. Right, I think I've switched the light. I've got a steady 12 there. Looking at the connections, there's one that goes in the back of the light, obviously, and one into a relay here. I think that was for the main beam, or the high beam. But you can see there's no light there, so no need for that. But this relay, I've got a steady 12, 13 there. Undo the relay. And push 0.3. I'm pretty sure this is the fault. It's quite heavily corroded, as you can see. Well wants changing. I'll try cleaning up the terminals, but I don't think it's going to do anything, to be honest. Well, the lights still work, so I don't know, I think I'm going to take that as a result, to be fair. I think it was part of the other light, because there was four separate lights. I mean, there's these that aren't connected to anything either coming out of it, so I'm presuming that was down to the inner light that's actually missing. So yeah, result, peace, love and air grease.